Welcome to the Leverage Show. Get more from your business and your life. Be sure to share your business questions and challenges with me at leverageshow.com, and I'll answer them on future episodes. So today I want to share with you an answer to a really simple but profound question that I get asked all the time, as do I'm sure a lot of business owners, and that is, how would I build my business? What would I do, proverbially, if I was stripped naked, taken everything away from me, and dropped in the middle of a jungle with no business? How would I start everything over? What would I do from scratch? Or sort of anecdotally, what would I advise somebody who was trying to start their own business to do in terms of being able to start it? This is a really important question. And it's a great question to revisit yourself from time to time, even if you already have the answer to that. Even if you already know you have a successful business, you've been building it for a while, you're doing it, because what it does is it aligns your sort of internal compass with what you're doing externally in your business. And it will allow you to see areas that maybe you're not tapping into, or things that you're focused on that don't really align with where you really want to go with your business. You know, it's easy when things are working to just follow the path that's working because it's the easiest thing to do. But sometimes it isn't the right thing to do. Sometimes the right thing to do is to focus more on who you really are and be able to go forward with that. So with that said, let's jump into it, and let me share with you both what I would do and also what my process looks like, so you could do the same thing for yourself if you find yourself in that situation. The first thing that I would do is really sort of take a personal inventory. I would really get clear and honest with myself about what it is that I like, what it is that I'm passionate about. Forget about money, forget about business for a minute. Just focus on who you are. What are the things that you would do in your life, whether you got paid to do them or not? What are the things that you would do in your life just because you get a ton of enjoyment out of doing it? You know, time passes and goes so quickly when you're doing it, you don't even realize it. And people always tell you how good you are at this particular thing. Or, you know, maybe just something that you have sort of a drive or a pull to sort of go and want to explore and learn more about. And it may be something you're not even that into yet. It's just something you really want to get into. So that's the first step, is I would really identify what it is for me that juices me, that gets me going and keeps me rolling. Because one of the fundamentals truths about business is that no matter what business you're in, no matter what industry you're in, and no matter what level of genius you are at running it, you're going to run into problems. You're going to run into obstacles. And when what you're doing comes from somewhere deep inside of you and it's something that drives you with passion, you can always tap into that. It'll allow you to work longer hours and not feel bad about it. It'll allow you to break through obstacles and not get discouraged. If it's all about the money, if it's all about external stuff, it will wear off and you will have a hard time sustaining your interest, your drive, and your motivation. And so that's where I would start. Then what I would do is choose which one of those things or combination of those things made the most sense to go into business. You know, if I'm very interested in, say, helping the homeless to, get back on their feet, and I'm also really interested in, sports casting, and then I'm interested in something else too, I could choose to go into business doing something for homeless. And it would be really admirable. But the reality of it is, it's going to be difficult to make any money there because the people that you're trying to help don't have any. And so that may not be the best business. That may be a nonprofit that you want to set up. But I don't know about a business model. Now, if I was really into sports, maybe I said, geez, I think I could be a sportscaster. I'm not going to go to broadcasting school, but maybe I'm going to start a podcast, or maybe I'm write a blog about my feelings about all the things that are going on in sports, or whatever it is. But pick something or a combination of things that you think you can use and make into a business. That there's some money being spent in that area, that there's a market for it, and that you have some unique interest, ability, perspective that you can contribute in a way that hasn't been done before. And that's what I would focus on. And then I would jump right into finding places where people in that segment hang out. Facebook groups, online forums, other websites, membership sites. They can even be things that are sort of anecdotal. It doesn't have to be an exact group for, sports lovers that want to be broadcasters. It doesn't have to be that specific. It could just be people that are really interested and passionate about sports. Even if you joined a forum for New England Patriots fans. I'm a huge Patriots fan. So I could join that. And I know that they're all people that really love football, right? And they love the Patriots. Otherwise, they wouldn't join it. So you go where those people hang out. If there are actual live events, great, go to those too. If it's all online, that's fine. And you get involved in the conversation. And what I would do first is I would listen or read, and I would answer and contribute. I wouldn't jump in there trying to tell everybody how much I know and what a genius I am about sports. What I would do is I would go in and listen to what other people are talking about. What are their issues? What are the complaints that they have? What are the common themes that you see? And I would interact with people, answer their questions, get involved in dialogue and discussions with people. Show them how much you know by helping them out, by answering their questions, by giving your opinion, by offering advice. And then you can start to actually build something around that. So I would start to build traction in my market before I even worried about building products or monetizing it or ads or any of that other nonsense. Because that is a push strategy. If you're trying to build ads and then you want to push it at people to get them to buy, you need to have fairly deep pockets. And you may alienate and annoy some people. If you go the other way instead, and you get them to like you and be bonded to you because they respect you, then you can offer stuff and everybody's more than willing to buy it. So that's the way I would approach it. Then I would say, okay, based on all these common themes, what am I seeing that people, are looking for that they're not getting? Where is that unfilled need? What is the thing that I can contribute that nobody else is? Oh, I wanted a sportscast that was really going to talk about, this particular team and their college recruiting process. Well, if I wanted to get really nitty gritty about that, I could actually start a podcast and do that, or start a blog and do that. I could do my own rankings of all these college players and put together a paid media kit that I could sell to people. There's infinite ways to monetize stuff if you have followers, if you have viewers, if you have an audience or a tribe. You don't need to even make products if you don't want to. You can actually monetize it by selling ads to people who are interested in advertising people in your space. That's why I would build the following first. And I would build it around what I love and am passionate about. Because when you do that, your enthusiasm for doing what you're doing every day just comes from within. You don't need to rev yourself up every day to do your job. You just go out there, do it. People resonate with that. They are drawn to you. They share it with their friends. Oh, you got to hear this guy's thing. It's awesome, or whatever. You get a bigger and bigger following. Now you can make decisions. How do I want to monetize this? Do I want to just let other advertisers run ads on my show, or on my blog? Do I want to promote affiliate products in this space? Do I want to actually create a product, digital or physical, and sell it? The whole world is opened up to you in terms of e-commerce and what you want to do if you have people that will listen to you and respect you and your opinion. I mean, there's a reason that ads on radio work. There's a reason that ads in print work. People spend money on them because they work. If you're listening to a person that you respect recommend something, or even if they don't recommend it, but the advertisement for it is on their show, you're going to hear it and you're going to associate it. And then you may go out and buy it. And so that is exactly how I would start over from scratch. I would start by getting to know myself really well and I'd be brutally honest about it. Not what other people would want me to be, but who I really am, what I really love. Then I would decide what of the things of my interests and my loves and passions are things that are most easily and effectively monetized. You know, which ones of those demographics are going to have money to spend if I decide to monetize it. Then I would start to connect with that audience. Facebook, Twitter, social media, YouTube, forums, you name it. There's 100 different ways to do it. Conferences, you know, seminars, all these different ways to meet and connect with people. And I would just start connecting with them, sharing advice, networking, and build up your credibility, build up your influence that way. Because once you've got that tribe, it's easy to start making money from it. The toughest thing is building the tribe. And most people get this in reverse. They get an idea for a product they like, they go out, they make the product, and then they're like, who the heck do I sell this to? And how do I do it? You know, it's a lot tougher to do it that way. And then people aren't patient. Well, I spent time and money on this product. I don't want to go build a following now and spend months getting to know people and all that. I just want to make sales. It's a lot tougher. So that is a great way if you're just getting started, or if you're deciding it's time for a change in what you're doing, to assess yourself, build up your influence, your tribe, your audience, and then worry about monetizing it later. And that will take you on the fastest, most direct route to where you want to get, better than anything else. Because when you have that following, you have complete financial security and tons of options in terms of what you want to do. Now remember to like, share, and subscribe. And if you have a question, post it at leverageshow.com so I can answer it for you on a future episode. And until next time, make it happen.